Works to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Joanna, would you start us off? Yes. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
call the roll.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Sonity?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here.
Mayor Lynch?
Here. We have the approval of the minutes from the May 25th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the May 25th, 2021 meeting.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Steve, seconded by Jamie. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carried. We have unfinished business. We have the street department grievance settlement. Dan?
Yes, Madam Mayor. So there had been, as you know, the Board of Works approved the grievance at its last meeting. There was some issue with the payment of the amounts. I've had numerous conversations with both the street superintendent, the union representatives, and the treasurer's office. In my conversations with all of them most recently, being today, what you'll see in your Dropbox is an adjusted amount to be paid. It looks like it's $548.73, I think is the bottom line here. So what I'm going to ask the Board of Works to do, so there's no further confusion, is to approve the payment of that summary, the $548.73, so that we can get this thing off our table.
I make a motion that we approve the payment of $548.73 for the grievance in the street department.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Joetta. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Okay, under new business, we have a special event request. Who would that be for? Artistic Recovery. Is that who you are, sir? So please step forward and give your name and your address and state your request.
My name is Kenny Finesse. I'm the Director of Development with 320 Recovery, the Artistic Recovery in Chesterton. Our address is 320 South Calumet, Chesterton, Indiana. In our request, we're here today. We'd like to host a bike ride coming up here on June 26th. That's going to go along the Prairie Dueling Trail, and we're going to turn around at Countryside Park. We'd like to request if we can put up a water cooler on a small table and a signage at the turnaround point at Countryside Park.
Will you be crossing any main thoroughfares?
I do not believe so. Well, on the pathway, we will cross a few intersections. Once we receive Countryside Park, get to the location, we're going to turn around right there in the parking lot and head back through.
Okay, so you're not going to be on any...
They will cross Swanson.
Yeah.
An airport.
Swanson Airport.
But that's
normal.
So what you did say, Member Sonity and Member Jamie, that Swanson Airport and Samuelson?
Samuelson Central / Central.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the only cross
And
streets,
where
but
were-
those are normal. You have to stop there anyway if you ride your bike.
Yeah.
You're not asking us to block those off or anything,
By
right?
no means, just be able to
Okay.
put the water cooler at the Countryside Park location.
I don't see a problem with that.
I think our residents have been pretty cautious and yielding to bikers
Yeah.
and residents, pedestrians that are using the trails, so
Yeah.
I don't think, in my opinion, it's going to take any special considerations.
I agree.
So I make a motion to approve the community bike ride on June 26th and with the Artistic Recovery group.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Steve. Is there any further questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. There you go. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Good luck.
Be safe. We have the Streetlight agreement approval for Brookside, Lennar. Does anybody want to speak to that?
Is this the new development on
Yes.
Luton Airport?
Yes.
Okay. So they're responsible for the first year of the streetlights, is that correct? Sandy? 2 years. 2 years, okay.
Yeah, I'm reading here on the third page, Scott, down at the bottom. You are required to pay rental fees for lights for a period of 2 years.
Okay.
Sandy, do you have anything you want to bring up on that?
No, I mean, this is our standard agreement. The developer of the proposed Brookside is anticipating on installing 17 streetlights, and we've run the calculation, and that's what they would owe for the rental fees for 2 years. It's the developer's responsibility to actually have the poles and the lights installed, and then they're just paying for the 2 years of electricity.
Okay. And I see they've already paid.
Yes.
That's good.
So then, Sandy, that's our responsibility after that?
Correct. It's our responsibility to pay the power for those 17 lights for eternity. Obviously, they're NIPSCO poles and NIPSCO lights, so if any damages occur, NIPSCO is responsible for maintaining those. It's their infrastructure. We just pay for the electricity.
So in the future then, we'll need to budget for that.
Yes, that's exactly where my brain
That
was.
was your point, right, Mayor? Yeah, so we need to keep that in mind, that figure. And is it likely to change or increase?
Yes.
Oh,
And then what about the poles? Are we responsible for the poles as well?
No, from what I understand, they're planning on installing the wood poles. Regardless, they're using NIPSCO's standard stock, whether it be aluminum or wood, and they're actually NIPSCO's property.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's pretty cut and dry then.
I make a motion to approve the streetlight agreement as presented by the Community Development Department for Brookside / Lennar, which is the $13,035.26, which represents the first 2 years of streetlight rental.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta. Are there any further questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Well, thanks, Sandy.
Signatures before they everybody leaves.
Yeah, please don't leave, board members, until you sign these documents then.
All right.
Lynn will need them. Okay, we have the award bid for the Community Crossings Phase 2.
The Department of Planning and Community Development recommends that the board award our 2021 street paving repair project Phase 2 to the lowest, most responsible bidder, to Milestone Contractors North, Inc., in the amount of $2,496,506.50.
Those were opened at the last meeting. right?
They were opened at the last meeting, yes.
So everybody's had eyes on them, the
Correct.
presidents looked them over. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2021 street paving and repair project Phase 2 to Milestone Contractors North Incorporated in the amount of $2,496,506.50.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve. Are there any further questions? Is that the Hamstrom and McCool Roads?
Correct.
So when do you anticipate starting those?
It'll probably take about 2 weeks to get contracts prepared, everything signed with the contractor, and hopefully we'll issue a notice of award and get them out as soon as possible. So 2-3 weeks, I would say.
Okay, we need to get our message out to the
Of
public
course.
then. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thanks, Sandy. We have bulk item appeals. Darren, do you have bulk item appeals? None? Thank you. That's good. Yay. Doesn't take much to make us happy up here. We have the claims. Did everybody get a chance to review the claims?
Yes, Madam Mayor?
Okay. My question, Dan, is this the grievance? Are we clear on this? Because it was on the last claim sheet, but now there's an adjustment?
We're good on it.
Okay.
I do have one question on page 13. May seem to be minor. However, it's my understanding, and maybe I misunderstood it, that when we approved the proven contract, that contract included toner for the copy machines, that we were not going to be charged toner. We only had to buy the paper. And I see that we have a proven invoice of $1,064 and I think that's 10 cents for toner.
Sandy, is that your copier? Is that big copier?
No, we haven't gone through much toner on that.
Okay, because I know that's kind of a different animal.
Yeah, I would ask that before we make payment on that invoice, that we clarify that in the contract.
Okay.
I can do that, no problem.
I mean, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So then, are you saying your motion to approve
Well, I will make a
removing?
motion, yes, what I'm saying is that I will make a motion to approve the claims except for the invoice from Proven for the planning and zoning office toner supplies for, and again, I'm trying to read this small number, if somebody could help me out,
$1,064. Okay. Are there any other questions on the claims?
I have a question, Mayor.
Yes, Joanne.
I wanted to know, in reference to the ethics membership fee, and we spoke about that at the last meeting, is that an annual fee or a monthly fee?
I believe it's an annual fee.
Okay. Thank you.
May I
And we now have a person sitting on that commission that is appointed by the mayor. Her name is Relisa Parker.
Okay.
If this is a correct charge, Scott, is it okay to pay or leave it off altogether till the next meeting?
Yeah, if it's a legitimate charge.
And you'll trust me to find
Trust
that
you.
out?
If you could just let the board know what you
Okay.
found out, and if it's a legitimate charge, yes,
Okay,
I'm supportive of paying it.
okay, thank you.
Do I need to restate my motion, Mr. Whitten?
Member Williams, what I would do is I would amend my motion to make a contingent upon Lynn's and my review of the contract.
Okay. So I will rescind my original motion to amend it to give the clerk treasurer and our city attorney the authority to pay if indeed it's a legitimate expense.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor of approving the claims as the motion stated, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have major illness claims. Dan, do we have any major illness claims?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I believe there were 6 that I signed off on for the Board of Works, and I would recommend that the Board of Works approve those.
I make a motion to approve the 6 major claims.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Joetta, seconded by Jamie, to approve the major illness claims. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Is there any other business to come before this board?
Madam Mayor, I have one thing.
Okay.
I just wanted to address with the board something, it's small, but it's something I'd like to get off our desk. So some time ago, we had a number of wage claim lawsuits. Those were handled by insurance. Those were settled through the insurance company, but we had one trailing one, Troy Williams versus City of Portage. I had a conflict because I represent Troy Williams along with the city in another lawsuit, so this went out to conflict counsel. He reviewed it, he entered his appearance on the litigation and came up with a settlement of $1,250 for a complete release of all claims related to any wage claims. So I've had an opportunity to review the documents filed in the lawsuit and speak with conflict counsel and review this release. It's pretty straightforward. It really is just that, $1,250 to settle the wage claim and a general release of all claims. So normally I would have an executive session and go through this, but when we're teeing up hourly for conflict counsel and it's such a small amount and it's pretty much the exact same theory from the last ones, it seemed appropriate to just ask the board if they'd be inclined to allow the settlement of this. So I can answer any questions as far as I can, but that's it.
I make a motion to approve payment to Mr. Troy Williams for the $1,250 for back wages. It has been researched. I don't think we should incur any other legal fees and simply pay what is being requested.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Jamie. Would we need to amend our claims to add this to the claims then?
So however you want it done, Len. We can just, if you want to amend the claims to pay this, or you can just authorize the payment of this claim. Why don't you just, as part of your motion, authorize the payment of this claim? Are you okay with that, Len?
Yeah, but the only thing, it'll show up on next month, or next meeting's docket. I can pay at any time.
Okay.
It'll show up on next month's docket.
That's fine.
So I'll amend the motion to include this $1,250 payment on this particular set of claims that we approved today on June 8th, 2021.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been motion and seconded to amend the claims to include the $1,250 to this for Troy Williams' release of the suit. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Is there any other business to come before this board? Steve?
Thank you.
Hi, Sandy.
I'm coming back regarding the toner for our department. I just verified you are correct. The large copier, full-size copier that we have, it is not included in the contract. For the smaller ones, it is, the toner is included in the contract that we paid, but for the large one, it is not. So it is accurate. We signed off on it in our department, so.
So this is for the big machine?
It is for the big one, yes.
I kind of thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay, thanks for checking that out, Sandy. We've got that clarified now. Is there any other business to come before the board? Steve?
Yes, Your Honor. I talked to the other board members, and they all agreed, but I would like to bring this meeting instead of 11 o'clock on the Tuesday, second and fourth Tuesday, to 9 o'clock this summer and perhaps 9:30 in the fall when school starts.
I would only ask, is that a conflict with you, Z? Can you hear me?
The only one would be for next week, because I get off work at 7 o'clock in the morning. It takes me at least an hour to set up.
We don't have a meeting next week. It would be the following week.
I'm sorry, I'm in July. I finished my job in July.
Okay.
So, yeah, so anything in July. I'm sorry, anything this month is still a conflict.
Okay.
So I mean, if we could do the next one at 11, that'd be great. Then anything after that, that's fine.
Is that okay with you, Steve?
That's fine.
Is that okay with you, Joetta?
Yes.
So the meeting's beginning August 1st? Or
No,
beginning?
July.
No,
Anything in July is great. Just the rest of
anything
this-
in July is
right,
great.
the rest of this month.
Okay, beginning July 1st, we'll move to 9 a.m. Starting with,
July 1st.
July 13th would be our first meeting. And then in the fall, we would move to 9:30. If that works out, if we're okay with the 9, do you want to just stay with that, or?
Well, the 9:30 in the fall, Joanna has children that gotta go to school
Okay.
at 5 minutes to 9. That's what I
Okay.
talked to the other board members.
That's fine.
Okay.
What month would that be? Would that be August? Sometime in
Yeah,
August?
sometime in August.
Probably the
So we-
second meeting in August.
Yeah,
Okay, well, just remind us, Joette, okay,
Yeah.
so that we.
I will.
Yeah, the Board of Works meeting before the meeting that we moved to 9:30. Okay. Okay.
It doesn't, you know what Jamie just brought up, we could go 9:30 now in July, start.
In July, start at 9:30.
Instead of keep
That's
changing.
what I suggested.
Yeah,
Then we
because
got
we're only
switch.
talking 3 meetings at 9 AM.
Yeah, 9:30 is fine.
So all meetings beginning July, what did I say? The
13th.
13th will be starting at 9:30.
Okay.
Is that okay with everybody, Dan?
You're home by then.
It's
yeah?
gonna be an effort, Madam Mayor, but I have hearings all through, so I'm gonna have to try to jockey this around. We'll try to not send somebody else.
Are you sure?
Forgot about Dan.
Well, let's try it, and we'll see if it becomes
If
a.
it doesn't work out, I guess we.
Okay.
I just had jockeyed all my hearings to accommodate the 11, and I'll get in there and see if I can move it.
Well, just keep us posted at the next meeting, which will be at 11 o'clock, so we'll.
Sounds good.
Okay. Do we need a motion to change those times?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, if there is no other business to come before this board, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.